Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to do is a really quick cookie recipe, and it's basically called pudding cookies because we're going to be using an instant pudding. And this particular recipe I'm using banana, but you can use whatever flavored instant pudding that you like, whether it's chocolate or pistachio or vanilla. Well, the list goes on and on, but I'm using banana instant pudding, and it's so quick and easy to make. Well, just wait and see. What you start off with is 3/4 of a cup of the common name that most people know it is as Bisquick. It's a dry ingredient that you can make waffles with and pancakes and, well, so many other things. If you're looking for a recipe to actually make this mix, I do have a video on it, and it's much cheaper than buying it in a box in the store. So please check that out. But start off with 3/4 of a cup of this baking mix, okay, into a large or medium-sized bowl, whatever you have, whatever you want. Now, the next thing, of course, is you're going to put in your package of your favorite instant pudding. So just put that in. And again, I'm making these banana. And then you're going to be putting in 1/4 cup of oil. Now, it's going to be up to you what type of oil that you want, because I do know that, well, a lot of people, prefer canola or whatever. Use what you feel comfortable, that you think is best for you. 1/4 cup of oil. Now, you're also going to be putting in 1 egg, and I've had it at room temperature. And then it's just a matter of bringing it all together with a spoon or a spatula. Just mix it and combine it till it forms a cookie dough or cookie dough ball. And as you can see, it just takes not even a couple minutes here to make that cookie dough till it all comes together, okay? And as you can see, and then just make sure that everything's been mixed well. All the dry and the oil and the egg is all combined evenly, okay? And then just make your cookie ball, and it'll look like this, okay? Once it forms, and you see how quick it really was to do that. All right, I'll set that aside. The next thing is, of course, you need a baking pan or a cookie sheet, that type of thing. You don't have to spray it. If you want to put your parchment paper down, of course, feel free, but it requires no grease or shortening or sprays or anything like that. Then what you want to do is you just want to, with your fingertips, grab a piece of dough, and I make mine, I'm going to show you how large here, about this size, and I believe they're probably, that's over 1 inch perhaps. Now, if you make them smaller, you're going to get a lot more cookies than I do. With this size, I get 15 cookies, okay? And then just lay them on your tray, and I'm just going to put a couple down here real quick. As you see, this is just such an easy and quick recipe. And roll them into balls. Okay, now once you do that, then I'm using a flat bottom glass. This is about 2.5 inches, okay, across. And then just take the glass, and then I press the cookie down to the full width of the bottom of the glass. Now, some of them will slip off easily, some might not. They might even break apart a little bit, because this dough, cookie dough, is very fragile, okay? But it's not that hard to work with. And then just press it down. Now, these cookies bake up just beautifully on their own without putting any jimmies or confetti or that type of thing, but I like to do that. So I usually bake some without any topping at all. And then what I like to do is I just take the colored jimmies. You can use whatever you prefer, or chocolate jimmies. And I actually just pick up the cookie with my fingertips, just press it into the jimmies, okay? And I pull the cookie out, and as you can see, they're covered evenly with the jimmies. Now, if you want to use a smaller confetti, any color, any type, that kind of thing, again, just press your cookie down with your flat bottom glass, pick the cookie up, and then again, I just press it into the mixture, pull it out, and then it's completely covered. And these cookies, like I said, will taste delicious whether you put, you know, a topping on them or not. And I want to show you, I'm going to quickly rinse my hands, show you once they're baked up. Now you will bake them at 350 degrees, and they're going to probably take you anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes, so watch them closely. Now when they do come out of the oven, let them sit on the hot pan for just a few minutes. Because you don't want them to break, because they are very delicate, especially when they're hot. So then you'll want to, after a few minutes, take them off of that hot cookie pan and put them on a cooling rack, okay? So I just want to rinse my hands because I've been touching raw dough and raw egg. And this is how they'll turn out. Once again, I get 15, I get 15, you know, out of this recipe. And as you can see the ones that have the colored jimmies on them. They bake up to a beautifully nice brown on the bottom. You can also see the ones that I put nothing on the top. They still taste so good. And then also the cookie that I have, the little colored, multicolor jimmies. And again, the beautiful brown. I hope you can see the golden brown on the bottom. And when you break into one of these cookies, and I want to show you, and I hope you can see it, it's such a delicate and fragile flake that comes out of them. They really taste similar to a butter cookie. They will just melt in your mouth. They're great tasting cookies. They will be you know, medium crisp on the bottom as well as the top, but the inside is they're not real dense, but they're not real dry cookies. They're really, well, they're just delicious. That's the best way to put it. And they're so easy to make. So there you have it. If you've got a box of instant pudding and you want to give these cookies a try, well, I think you're going to like them. Now, if you try this recipe and you do like it, well, leave a comment, because I always like to hear from you. As always, I want to thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake. You'll find my videos solely and only on YouTube. And I would really appreciate it if you do like this recipe to give me a like. And then if you also want to, please subscribe. Well, that's it for me today. I want to thank you again for watching Diane Lovetobake, and I'll see you soon.